So let me show you what the generate agreement section looks like. So if you click on generate agreement, chat window moves onto one side and you're presented with 3 buttons. The first one is upload document. You can upload a term sheet. Oftentimes what happens is when we are negotiating a long license, we have the terms listed in a separate Word document or something, and then now you have to do the arduous job of insert it into the blank license agreement that you have. So for that, what you can do is you already have the standard license agreement added to the system, and I'll show you in the backend, the admin section, how to add it. But let's say you already have that, and now you have a term sheet. Or sometimes what happens is, let's say somebody comes in and says, I'm looking for some confidential information, and the same entity had already signed an MTA with you some time back. The details have not changed. So what you can do is you can just take that MTA and just directly suck up the details from that MTA to create your new CDA or NDA. In this case, let's just do the term sheet. So I'm going to click on this and choose a doc file. And I'm going to take a negotiated term sheet. And instantly it finds the negotiated term sheet has none of any markers identifying certain areas. The system goes out and actively seeks these out and identifies them and tells you all the things that it found, some things that it's doubtful about, and some things that it still has not matched. So it says it's autofill 29 sections, one best guess, I believe it was this one, agreement type. And then it says 29 unmapped. When it says unmapped, it doesn't mean that it didn't find it at all. It just means that it wants you to answer a question whether this is the correct area to put the data in. And you'll see it's guessed pretty much correctly. So you just hit continue with autofill data. And remember, it automatically found out the name of the company, XXY Therapies. It's found, from our own database, it's found all these details. And of course, if you want, you can change the counterparty or add a new counterparty. If you hit next, it says these are the 3 right now. Just for now, we have only 3 template agreements added to the system. Of course, you can imagine for your own institute, you would have like 20, 30 of these agreements sitting here. So in this case, this is a license template. So I'm going to click on license template. And as soon as I did that, it automatically filled our university details, the company details, and left the effective date alone. Because the term sheet did not have any information on the agreement number, contract number, docket number, etc., it did not add that. And then it found the equity information, and it's filled it in automatically. So these are the portions that it said it was unmapped, but these are its own guesses. Licensee name, development report has been added. Now it does not know what the governing law and state of incorporation is, so it's left it alone. I believe these are required in the license agreement. That's why, because the term sheet did not have it, it's just left them alone. Signature date, of course, is left alone. And now these are the ones that automatically guessed. Look at the detail that it has been able to fill out without doing anything. It just directly looks at the term sheet, figures out what these words mean, what these sentences mean, what the amounts mean, and creates a section that it'll be inserted directly into the license agreement. So this is for milestone payments. It's found all these details. Then there are other milestones on sales, minimum annuals, maintenance fees, and the type of product, development stage, etc., etc., and then it goes on. And then it even pulled up the development report again. I think it's been duplicated, but don't worry, in the license agreement, it'll just go in only one place. So you say, I've reviewed and confirmed all the fields above, click generate, and within seconds, it dumps all that information into the document that you need. And you can just directly download this Word document. And it's also attached the document here in case you want to ask any questions about the document. So you can click download Word document and you're done. So that is as far as the generate using an uploaded document. Let me show you another way, which is also quite common. It happens to us all the time. So if you click on paste text or email, oftentimes we get an email from somebody saying, so-and-so, I'm looking for a particular material. Do you have that? And it's for research purposes. Can I have access to that material? So let me just show you a typical email that we receive quite often, right, at the tech transfer, in tech transfer. So here is a typical email from Dr. Andrew Bose. It says, hope all is well. A company is exploring development of blah, 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 and is related to flu 233 monoclonal antibody. He wants to see if it's available for evaluation. Okay, and then we have his signatures. That's all we have. So what you do is you copy the whole thing. Okay, go back to your PactAlign, and it says paste the details here, and it says I will try and guess at the details, but if I cannot, don't worry, I'll ask you for them later on in the steps that follow. So I'm going to just paste it and see what it does. So I'm just going to say parse content, and it found the person's information, and it says autofill 5, just like the previous one, best guesses, and 0 on unmapped. So it says continue with data. So this is the counterparty. Click next, and we want an MTA. So click on MTA, and it says it found that monoclonal antibody for device development. I think it did not quite see the one word that he had listed, which was evaluation. So I'm going to say for evaluation. Okay, and then next. And I think there was a discrepancy. In our database, it's a director, and here it's a CSO, Chief Scientific Officer. So I'm just going to call it CSO. And then counterparty signature, we don't know yet when it's going to be. I've confirmed the details, generate agreement. And just like the other one, it's created a Word document with all the details. Okay. Now this time around, it removed the previous agreement and it's added this one. So in case you have any questions about this, you can ask. And I'll show you that in a minute when we come to the chat section. And then of course the manual entry is very straightforward. You just click on it and say Merck, and it says Merck & Co. or Merck KGA. So you can pick the one that you will be working with. You can just click on Merck and it pulls up all the details, and you can go on next and say, which one is it? I mean, is it MTA, NDA, whatever. So this one, I just clicked on NDA. It's asking for details. You type the details, and just like the previous one, you click on review and then hit generate. So I'm not going to do that only because I've not put in any application details. So that's pretty much it as far as the create agreement section is concerned. And you can go back to the main screen by clicking home here, or your university logo, or PactAlign. So that's as far as the generate agreement is concerned.